Let me get this straight. I go to college to study a field that doesn't interest me but allows me to make money from activities I don't enjoy. I end up in debt or financially unstable to get a proper education. Then, almost broke. I have to beg for a job and comply with SHTTY working conditions, so I can make a profit for a company that doesn't care about me. That, of course, provided that you have 10 years of experience right after graduating. But don't be too old either. We don't want people over 40 working for us. So let me get this straight. Companies need us workers. They do. We're profitable. But we're still the ones to beg for a miserable job and paycheck after ending up in debt in college. The world would be much better if companies were the ones to invest in workers from the get-go. Teach them what they need for the position and have them gain work experience. It can't be that difficult. Fuck this. Thanks for coming to my rant. Don't forget that many people will judge your value as a person based on that job you don't care about. Also, you have to schedule your entire life around that job you don't care about. Oh, and don't forget that chances are what you went into college for might become unnecessary or over saturated by the time you graduate, leaving you with an utterly useless degree. First one must eat, then one may philosophize. Schopenhauer. You forgot the part about how people with half your intelligence and a fifth your integrity will get to infantilize you and treat you like a recalcitrant child. You're still in the anger phase of capitalism. You have to transition into the conniving phase where you figure out a way to game the system so you get fed without giving anything back to feed the beast. It's almost as if society is a scam and natives had it right. The world would be much better if companies were the ones to invest in workers from the get-go. Teach them what they need for the position and have them gain work experience. It can't be that difficult. It's called Votech. Skip the college degree. Go to Votech. Study for a license. Find yourself a job as an apprentice to a master tradesperson. Find yourself in high demand. Make significant money long before your college compatriots. The world would be much better if companies were the ones to invest in workers from the get-go. Teach them what they need for the position and have them gain work experience. That's literally an apprenticeship. It used to be like that. The USA used to have amazing engineers, apprenticeship and cheaper education. Was the pinnacle of the world. They had world fairs simply to show off how far ahead they are. Corporate greed stripped it, and now we are left with cesspits like Detroit that used to be a planetary hub. Greed won over USA, and now this is the end result. Poor jobs, bad companies, and huge inequality. Oh man, honestly I don't know how much longer I can still go before I put the barrel in my mouth. I'm going to give the very simple solution to this. Leave America. If it seems like you're banging your head against a wall trying to make things work in this culture, it's because you are. Things really aren't like this in a lot of other places, and it can be better. It's not too late to leave and make something better for yourself. That's what I'm doing. The problem here is majoring in something you don't enjoy. Your life will be hell. Chasing a paycheck is for chumps. You don't have to love your job, but it does have to be enjoyable to some degree. Also, don't you ever forget that the only reason you are doing any of this is for maybe a decade of enjoying retirement, assuming you live long enough to actually retire. Realistically, you are only enduring a 35-year career for maybe 57 years of leisure. The average retirement age is 65 while life expectancy is roughly 76. Good luck. It's all just awful. Don't forget that a large portion of your college degree classes have nothing to do with your degree whatsoever. Cowboy hat face. Companies are greedy, so they no longer pay to train their own employees. They foist preparation for employment off on colleges, which are supposed to know exactly what skills these employers expect. Colleges get no return on their investment in such training. It's a racket. It's overburdening colleges and distorting curriculum. And it's leaving demoralized students who realize the education they're getting in college may not prepare them for what business wants a few years from now. Business is cannibalizing higher ed to further reduce its labor costs. I go to college to study a field that doesn't interest me. Have to ask, why did you enter that field? Then? The American nightmare. Because degrees nowadays are used as barriers, not as a way for people to get the pay they deserve. Usually people realize too late that education isn't as important as people make it out to be. I wish more companies discriminated against over 40-year-olds though, like you put it. Easy lawsuits. That's why you should study and pursue what interests you. Otherwise life is hell.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.